Hello, and welcome to Week in Review. I'm Kristen Doerschner, and this is Tom Bickert. Let's take a look at some of the top stories of the week that you may have missed.
The U.S. Supreme Court dealt a major blow to organized labor on Wednesday when the court ruled that non-union public sector employees cannot be forced to pay fair share dues to unions. The fair share fees were approved by the Supreme Court in 1977 and are paid by non-union employees because, by law, labor unions are required to negotiate contracts and benefits for all employees. Labor leaders criticized the decision, which came about on a 5-4 vote, and said that non-union employees will now reap the benefits of work done by unions without contributing in any way. Opponents of the fair share fees have maintained for years that the payments violated free speech by forcing non-union workers to pay money into unions. Ultimately, the decision came down to a political fight. Republicans praised the move by the conservative justices on the Supreme Court, while Democrats, which typically have support of organized labor, slammed the ruling as an attack on working families. Although the ruling affects only public sector employees, labor leaders said it is only a matter of time before it filters down to private sector unions as well.
The future use of the former 5 Points Elementary School in Hopewell Township is still undetermined. Developers want to put a drug rehabilitation facility in the building. The plan was met with opposition from residents, and after a number of public meetings, township officials this week told Carnegie-based Real Estate Development Associates that they have to resubmit their zoning application. The company initially submitted plans for what they called an extended care facility. The township's zoning board solicitor said this week that a drug rehab facility does not meet the definition of an extended care facility.
State Representative Jim Christiana of Brighton Township will be leaving office at the end of the year, but what he calls one of his signature legislative accomplishments will help a local school for years to come. McGuire Memorial School in Dougherty Township will receive nearly $4 million annually in state funding as a result of legislation Christiana was able to have approved with the help of other local legislators. The school provides services for young people with multiple disabilities or autism. McGuire President and CEO Sister Mary Thaddeus Markelowitz said the funding will be critical in helping the school hire teachers and specialists.
Looking ahead, staff writer Marcia Kiefer brings you the story of a Center Township woman who underwent a multiple organ transplant 30 years ago and has beat the survival odds. Look for that story and more in our Sunday print edition and here at timesonline.com.
That's Week in Review for June 29th. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.